Welcome to the Coffee Clutch, a social gathering for good conversation. Please take time to push the like button and subscribe. Today's old saying is, all that glitters is not gold. Now, exactly where this old saying originates, we're not totally sure. In fact, some believe it goes back to Aesop, which is thousands of years old, as you know. But most people believe that it was Shakespeare that brought it into a more common use. And Shakespeare had written, "All that glitters is not gold, often have you heard that told. Many a man his life has sold, but my outside to behold, gilded tombs do worms enfold, had you been as wise as bold. Young in limbs, in judgment old, your answer had not been enscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold." I have to take some time to think about what exactly that all means. It does impart a wealth of wisdom. And something that, again, I said often to my children. I don't know if many of you grew up with old sayings. And again, one of my hopes is that if you happen to be a young parent, that you will share the old sayings, because they do give so much wisdom in such a small snippet. So what are we saying when we say to our children, remember, dear, all that glitters is not gold? It's warning our children to make wise choices. Throughout our journey on this earth, we will have many opportunities to pick and choose. We aren't just a product of what happens to us. Of course, there are some things that happen to us that are outside of our control, but we are also, and probably even more so, a product of the choices that we make. And make them wisely. Take time to consider what really has value. When we're young and the only thing we really have to consider is going to school, getting our homework done, and choosing our friends. And yet that's a very important step towards maturing. So I know that when my children were young, I wanted them to be very careful when they chose their friends. To choose their friends in a fashion that whoever they were with would make them a better person as a result of being around them. So that my children weren't dragged away from that which was good, but that they were encouraged to do that which was good. Very, very important. We watch children and we've seen documentaries about kids who get involved with the wrong groups, get involved in drugs, don't take their education seriously. And why is that? Because somebody has dangled some kind of a carrot in front of them. They have dangled something that looks shiny and pretty and fun and free. And oh, don't we all want to have fun and be free? Oftentimes those very things are what enslave us. When we make those bad decisions, we have a very difficult time righting ourselves, getting back on a good path. We all know the stories. We've seen them. Hollywood's made the stories. So the advice came long before Hollywood did. Take time to make careful decisions. And as we get older, beyond our childhood and no longer just worrying about our friends and our schoolwork, but now getting into some really serious things, our careers, our long-term relationships. Careful. Judge wisely. Again, we've seen the movies. The young woman is enamored with the man who has all the money, and she's so excited because she's going to marry this man who's going to keep her dripping with diamonds and, the yachts and all of it. All that comes with the money. And yet she finds herself very unhappy. Same story goes, vice versa, the man that falls in love with the woman who has all the money, but they find themselves unhappy. So this is not a new dilemma. This is not a dilemma that just affects us in our modern day culture. This is a dilemma that's been around since the beginning of time. And again, one of the reasons that these old sayings are so fun, they are timeless. All that glitters isn't gold. Don't sell yourself for something that ultimately will not fulfill your life, will not bring you any sense of peace. You know, it's interesting to me because I know a lot of people search for fun and excitement, and that's great. I like to have fun, and it's always fun to do something exciting. But do you have peace? I don't see a lot of peace or calm in the lives, especially of young people these days. I don't know, maybe no one has told them to stop and consider what the choices are that they're making. There's a great sense of fulfillment when you get to this age in your life, where I am, when you can look back and you recognize I was capable and successful in caring for myself and taking care of others. We have happy memories, wonderful holidays, peace and tranquility within our home. It wasn't perfect. We're not perfect. Life is not perfect. There are the hard days. There's some of the yelling and the screaming that goes on behind closed doors. Everybody knows it happens. So I'm not suggesting it's perfect, but I can tell you this, that when carefully considered, the right choice can bring you a tremendous amount of peace. Don't let anybody tell you that that's not real. Don't let anybody tell you that a marriage is somehow a ball and chain. When considered properly and when taking the time to make the right choice, life can be very, very nice, very pleasant, even if it's filled with lots of hard work, even if it's filled with the day-to-day challenges. So don't let people out there tell you that, first of all, your goals and aspirations are unachievable. Set your goals, consider your aspirations, and then carefully make decisions that help you achieve that, and don't get fooled along the way. Don't get fooled by all the sparkly, pretty things that can suck us in and drive us away from people that we love. And when you get to your golden years, you look back and think, wow, where are my friends, or where's my family? What good did I do in this world? You may collect a lot of stuff. You may be able to purchase a lot of stuff. But that stuff isn't what really makes your life sparkle and shine. It's your relationships, it's your family, it's your friends. So take time, think about what you're doing, move through life carefully, search for peace, for tranquility and calm. And that happens through wise choices and not being fooled by all that glitters, because all that glitters is not gold. Come back and visit us at the Coffee Clutch. Take care.